Hello lurkers, and hello all you archaeologists. Welcome to the proximity on the Johnstruct. I'm having a Silent Hill 2 adventure. I've just found out we lost the World Cup. England, specifically against Argentina. Which is a shame. I don't watch football, but you know, I would have taken the win. It was nice not to be the villains this time around. But also, I don't give shit about football. But is it playing slowly? So last time I left this screen on for a bit too long. My computer's been running a little bit slow today, so it might have been worth me having a reset. Might have been worth me having a reset, but whatever, I'm sure it's fine. How long have we been playing for? Much longer than the first time round, I'm sure. I like that. I like the smoke being spooky. There's the fucking sky. It's very claustrophobic. Something gooey in there. No? Oof. That was a terrible start, wasn't it? Oh no, I'm in the void. It gives. I get to breathe again and get complacent. Answer the damn telephone! Here we go. We just have that pesky phone. Stop ringing, phone. I'm in a horror place. Why would I answer you? Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Do, 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 do. So I was thinking of like, because of Obsession and Backrooms, AAA Studios are gonna like start making creepypastas into horror movies, and I was just like, they could make a Banana Phone movie about that Newgrounds video. Slitter and Wrench sounds like a terrible name for a pub. I mean, if I answer it, shit's gonna happen. I know how Bloober team make games. I should do Letter and Wrench first. Zero. I think I might have accidentally missed the phone call.
Hello? Anyone there?
Must have been a wrong number. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. The key is in the park, at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. Rosewater Park. We'll search around. I was well angry about that one. Shit's already broken. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Suspiciously large room. Guessing I need a wrench from the place that has the wrench. mean to do that. Forgot I even had a button that did that, to be honest. God damn it, it was just there. Also, I definitely haven't loaded a new area. It's just for some reason I have to slow down the game. I have to, whatever, reload. I will not U-turn. Going to the park. You can't stop me. We could load our game and get that medicine back. I'm not going to do that, I can't be bothered. What a strange creature. Well, as long as they're under me, I don't mind. Park's doing quite well. Yeah, I don't have to go into the office today, or tomorrow even, or today, because... No, it's not midnight, tomorrow. That's... I'm assuming you heard my phone then. all scream for ice cream. Alright, fine. Just go towards the circle though. Oh, I should have loaded the game.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
Oh, good.
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Yeah, you said that someone already and
Out
didn't.
of where?
Silent Hill.
This town. Silent Hill.
It's the name of the game. He said it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
I think they did a really good job of Angela. I was talking to my brother about this, and I think because I was so skeptical of Bloober Team being able to do this, and I think they did a really good job of having the sort of same like alien atmosphere, but actually having good acting as well, and having them look like real people. My patient buried it here. I knew it, but did nothing. Made me uneasy to have such a thing near. Wasn't looking for truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now I offer you the key. You still wish not to stop, James. I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. It's the Historical Society key. Ooh. I read a book. I'm still reading the book. I'm reading it very slowly. Mainly because I'm concentrating on another series of books. The Free Body Problem, which I'm on book 3 of. I'm halfway through book 3 of that. But that's not the book I want to talk about. This comparison's probably been made by lots of people, especially the fucking backrooms recently, but House of Leaves, right? There's a section in House of Leaves I really, really loved. Now, I'll start with a bit that I didn't love so much. I was sitting on the sofa over there, which is like a lot of sofas at the back to the wall, in an empty room with all the doors closed. And there was a section of Johnny Truant talking about having an invisible presence approach him from behind and describing it as if it's happening right at that moment. And I'm like, buddy, there's nothing behind me. There's a wall behind me. And like I get what you're doing, book, but I'm sorry, it's just not happening. In case you don't know what House of Leaves is, well, it's a scary story about liminal space. So it's a guy called Johnny Truant has a landlord called Zampano who's recently died, so he gets to look through all his stuff. It's and he's a hoarder. He has all these weird items he's been hoarding, but he's also got a book that he's written, an entire manuscript, and Johnny's been obsessed with this manuscript. And the entire book is that Johnny sent the manuscript along with his notes to a publisher to get them published. What was Zampano's book about then? Well, it was about a documentary about this celebrity called Davidson, who moves into a house and has a room which is too big. He measured it and it's too big, it can't possibly fit inside the dimensions, and eventually there's like an entire cavernous liminal space just in a cupboard. But that's not a real documentary, as Johnny points out quite quickly. This entire book, which is like a book about a documentary, the documentary never happened, even though Zampano has painstakingly put notes in of his own and references to like all these people talking about these series of tapes. Johnny can't find any evidence, but it's real. But like, oh boy, did Zampano apparently put a lot of effort into writing as if it was real, because it's not just a haunted house story. It's like this like inquiry. It's dry a lot of the time, and so as Johnny's like at the start, it's just like technical details, like, oh, here are all these references you need to understand before we get. And I don't mean like, hey, you need to know what the wheelman. I mean like it's treating it like a document rather than a book. But then Johnny will occasionally in the margins be like, yeah, I looked, that guy doesn't exist. But sometimes Johnny gets distracted. Johnny starts telling like, oh yeah, and I did this thing and it reminds me of this, and suddenly the margin's a bit bigger and it's like, oh, that's quite funny, it's quite a lot of writing in the margin, and you turn the page and we're still in the fucking margin. Johnny's telling a story. What's he telling a story about? Well, he's telling a story about this time he met some women and he had to invent a story. So we're actually telling a story inside of a story inside of the margin, inside of a document about a like, that's the type of deal that House of Leaves is. But there's a Johnny section that I love. Zampano's talking about echoes, because Davidson, there's a big cavernous hallway. There's famously like an 11-minute hallway. That's how long it takes to walk to one end to the other. But like it's echoes. And like Zampano starts talking about echoes, about like how the words, how they're your words. And Johnny remarks, you know what? I thought this was all a bit boring and dry, but I really like that bit. And he starts saying some words, and I'm sitting on that sofa over there, and I get halfway down the page, because we're just in the margins. I've gotten used to the fact that Johnny's a talker. He's not very good at staying on topic. And I get halfway down the page. It's like 11 o'clock at night as I'm reading this. And I go, you know what? I've completely lost track of where I was. Let me try reading that again. So I I start the page again. I go, there's a thing and a thing. And I get halfway down the page and I'm like, I've done it again. I don't know how. I've retained nothing of this page. So like a child, I'm going to now read with my finger. And I realise this horrific truth, which is there are no full stops on this page. It's a clause with commas, and another clause, and another clause, and another clause. And every word, like every time he describes something, that there's a thing. And with this thing, there's this thing. Like the connection between those two sort of makes sense as a metaphor, or whatever he's going for. But 3 down the line, I'm fucking lost what we're doing. I have no goddamn clue what Johnny's talking about. And it goes on for like 2 full pages. And what it feels like, as I tell people, is it feels like Silent Hill. It feels like going to the Historical Society and finding a hole. And going down that hole. And suddenly, you're in a prison? And like, okay. Maybe there's a prison underneath the historical... It's sort of a strange place. And then you do an entire section in the prison and suddenly you go down a hole. And you're in a third place and you're like... I wasn't high enough to have come down this far. And like, that's what that passage felt like. It was really cool. I was just like, I didn't even know books could do this. This is such an interesting thing they did with words. And it's been my favourite part of the book so far. My other favourite is a bit more harrowing and a bit more story-centric, and so I don't like spoiling it. But as a sort of like, oh my goodness, I'm in the House of Leaves moment, that worked best. And the fact is that him describing somebody stalking from behind isn't really about me, it's about him. I just didn't know it at the time. So it was me going, you won't get me. And it did. There was a really cool passage. The words. Your words. I can't remember. I'm paraphrasing, I don't know. It's quite hard. It'd be fucking impossible to remember that passage. Did we not have the bowling alley then? Did they replace that with the cinema? They know what they did. Anyway, yes, I do know where we're going. So there's no school in this game then, that's just the first and third games. I'm pretty sure there's a hospital in all 3. And 2 of them is the same hospital, surely. 1 and 3. Thanks, game. Boy, I wish I had the fan on right now. I can't turn it on while I'm streaming because it's noisy. The Lady of the Light, unveiling one of 2 statues commemorating the local folk tale. Little Baroness, maiden voyage of 1916. Okay, I miss a map. I'm going to have to put a code in at some point, aren't I? Yeah, it's suddenly... You can see I'm sweating. Oof. I am tempted to turn the fan on for a little bit. Title unknown. Author unknown. Fucker, we put it up anyway. Waterfront landscape. Alan Smith. Date of birth and death unknown. Depiction of the local area. The style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s, when the region was far less populated with sparse infrastructure.
It's him.
Misty day. Remains of the judgment. It's the red pyramid thing. So, I was saying earlier, because with Obsession and Backrooms, people are going to be remaking, like, studios have already tried to get stories from the internet, but, like, they could just make a good Silent Hill movie. I guess Kreger is already doing that with Resident Evil. But, like... Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. Hospital was built in response to the Great Plague that followed a wave of immigration into the area. Originally it was little more than a shack, but has since expanded into a fully fledged medical establishment. Ah. Name scratched over, illegible, former director of Brookhaven Hospital. A screenshot of the first game. Little homage. That's nice. Among... Fuck me, is this the entire goddamn novel? Among the local legends is that of the Lady of the Light. The story tells of a woman who was accused and found guilty of witchcraft. As punishment, she was taken to a small island out on the lake, a minuscule stretch of rocky soil, devoid of any food or shelter. There she was to suffer a slow, excruciating death, as her body succumbed to cold and hunger. However, unbeknownst to the rest of the townsfolk, there was a young man among them who, having gazed into the woman's eyes as bright and beautiful as a midsummer's moon, had vowed undying love for her. When she was convicted, wrongly, as he believed, he swore that he would not let her suffer such a cruel fate. While waiting for an opportunity to abscond with his beloved, every night he would sneak out and row across the lake, bringing her food and something to keep her warm. And every night the woman would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But then, one night, when the sky was exceptionally clear, devoid of even a wisp of cloud, the young man set out on his nightly escapade. As always, he would look out into the distance, looking for the light in the darkness that would lead him to his beloved. On that night, however, the moon shone so bright and so vibrant, stronger than any candle could. Seeing the light's reflection in the water, the young man was led astray. He rowed and rowed and rowed, following the reflected light, hoping against hope he could reach it. He did not care for his aching arms or shortness of his breath, utterly mesmerized by the illusory light. When his boat tipped over, the man was so exhausted from rowing, so weakened were his arms, that he was not able to swim to shore. Thus he succumbed to a watery grave. Although left alone, the woman on the island never lost hope. She kept coming out at night and kept lighting the candle. The legend says that those looking for true love can still see the lady's light out on the lake, shining to bring her beloved home. While the story is clearly meant as a metaphor and a cautionary tale, it is, to a certain extent, rooted in reality, as the area has indeed seen its share of religious persecution, such as that of... And he's not going to turn the page, fuck that. He's not a page turner. Here's our cup. Here's our... Whatever that is. Cap, I suppose. Here is a strange corridor. My eyes are not liking something about this scene. Not exactly sure what it is. There's something about the contrast there that hurt my eyes. I wish that cow would stop moving. It would be really funny if it was closed. Toluca Prison. Oh, so those replace the holes. Because they want it to be seamless. I won't lie, I think the hole is better. There's something inexplicable about just a fucking hole, and about a character deciding to jump down a fucking hole. Don't get me wrong, it's still a weird distance. The effect is there. Crimson and white, banquet for the gods. Death by skewering. Execution. At the prison, death by skewering or strangling. To choose this death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. Converted to Toluca Prison in 1866. Prison. Oh, there is a hole. Okay, fair enough. Cool. I must have forgotten the walk down. Yeah. Yeah, I did think it was strange they'd remove the hole. But they spoiled the hole by having a picture of it. Was the picture of the hole there last time as well? Ah, I do like when it double checks. Should stalk you. What's the spiral writing key? Something like that. I get the... That was a stupid room. Silly prisoners. They should have brought that medicine.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and pow.
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you. And you shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
I don't know, James. I'm not sure this is a sensible...
The way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you. I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
It's a terrible way to reason to kill someone.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
That fool, he left free ammo. My free ammo now. I don't know if it needs to be quite so oppressively dark, but... should have asked him how the fuck he got down here. Perhaps I took a more sensible route. This room. I need a key. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the visitors' checkpoint and secure the riffle before it falls into the wrong hands. There we go, there's the prison. Suspiciously large room there. This is the boar section. Oh yeah, because this is the bird section. Let's see. I think I might have to let you go. Owl. It is quite hot. I might come back, but I know I'm quite unreliable at coming back. But we'll see. I'm going to need to cool off a little. Yes. we're making progress. And my internet isn't broken, and allergies aren't being up fuck. So we should be able to get this played more consistently. But I'm gonna let you take over for the time being. Thank you very much for watching.